The old Victorian house stood at the edge of town, its weathered facade telling tales of a bygone era. In its shadowy depths lurked the heart of darkness, an ominous basement that whispered unsettling secrets. Legend had it that the basement held a chilling history, one that echoed through the corridors of time. It all began with the arrival of the Williams family, who moved into the decrepit mansion with dreams of restoring it to its former glory. The townsfolk, wary of the house's haunted reputation, had warned them about the eerie tales surrounding the basement. But the allure of the grand architecture and the promise of a new life overcame their apprehensions. The Williams, consisting of Mark, Emily, and their two children, Lucy and Timmy, threw themselves into the restoration. As they peeled away layers of neglect, they uncovered the beauty hidden beneath the dust and decay. However, the basement remained an enigma, its secrets shrouded in darkness. One stormy night, as lightning split the sky and thunder roared like a wild beast, Mark stumbled upon a trapdoor in the basement floor that had eluded their notice. The discovery sent a shiver down his spine, but curiosity got the better of him. With a crake, the trapdoor opened, revealing a narrow staircase that descended into blackness. Determined to explore every inch of their new home, Mark descended into the abyss. The air grew thick with an otherworldly presence as he reached the bottom. It was a vast, dimly lit space filled with forgotten relics and mysterious artifacts. Dust danced in the air, creating an ethereal atmosphere that clung to Mark's skin. As Mark delved deeper, he discovered a series of archaic symbols etched onto the walls, a language lost to time. The ominous carvings seemed to tell a story of malevolent forces that had once been imprisoned within the very walls of the house. Mark couldn't shake the feeling that something ancient and sinister lurked beneath. The family soon began experiencing strange occurrences. Whispers echoed through the halls at night, and shadows danced in the corners of their vision. Emily found old photographs in the basement, each one depicting faces twisted in agony, frozen in time. The children claimed to have seen figures moving in the dark, their eyes glinting with an unnatural malevolence. Desperation drove the family to seek the help of paranormal investigators. A team of experts descended upon the haunted mansion, armed with equipment to communicate with the other side. The air crackled with tension as they explored the depths of the basement, their equipment detecting anomalies that defied explanation. As the investigators delved into the mysteries of the abyss below, a malevolent force stirred. Unearthly screams echoed through the house, and the temperature plummeted, leaving frost in its wake. The team struggled to maintain their composure as unseen hands seemed to reach out from the shadows, threatening to pull them into the abyss. The basement, once a mere backdrop to the house's dark history, became a gateway to a realm beyond comprehension. It was a place where the boundaries between the living and the dead blurred, and the past clawed its way into the present. The investigators uncovered tales of a sinister cult that had conducted unspeakable rituals, binding malevolent entities to the very foundation of the house. As the paranormal activity escalated, the Williams family found themselves trapped in a nightmare. The once beautiful mansion transformed into a nightmarish labyrinth, its walls pulsating with an ancient, malevolent energy. Desperate to free themselves from the grip of the supernatural, they sought the guidance of a reclusive occult scholar rumored to possess knowledge of ancient rites. The scholar, with a demeanor as mysterious as the shadows themselves, arrived at the mansion armed with arcane artifacts and a knowledge that seemed to transcend the boundaries of reality. Together, they embarked on a perilous journey to unravel the secrets buried beneath the house. As the scholar performed rituals to cleanse the tainted energy, the very fabric of reality trembled. The basement, once a nexus of darkness, convulsed with a primal force that resisted the incantations. Shadows writhed and contorted, taking on grotesque forms that seemed to mock the efforts to banish them. In the midst of the chaos, Lucy, the young daughter, began exhibiting signs of possession. Her eyes glowed with an unholy light, and a guttural voice emanated from her innocent lips, speaking in a long-forgotten language. The entity that had been dormant for centuries sought to manifest itself through her, using her as a vessel to break free from its prison. The family, the occult scholar, and the investigators fought desperately against the encroaching darkness. Each incantation, every ritual, was a battle against an ancient evil that sought to consume their very souls. The boundaries between the physical and spiritual worlds blurred as the house became a battleground for forces beyond comprehension. In the climax of the harrowing struggle, the scholar revealed a chilling truth. The basement was not merely a prison but a gateway to a dimension where malevolent entities had been biding their time, hungering for release. The cult that had once dwelled within the mansion had forged a pact with these eldritch beings, sealing their fate along with the house. With the revelation, the basement transformed into a nightmarish tableau. Grotesque figures emerged from the shadows, clawing their way into the material realm. The air pulsed with a cacophony of otherworldly whispers, promising untold horrors to those who dared challenge the ancient pact. As the battle raged on, the scholar, now weakened by the relentless onslaught, devised a final desperate gambit. With an incantation of unimaginable power, he channeled the spirits of the house's tormented past, using their collective energy to seal the gateway once and for all. The mansion trembled as the ritual unfolded, and the eldritch entities fought against the force trying to bind them. The air crackled with ethereal energy, and the very fabric of reality seemed to tear. In a blinding burst of light, the basement imploded, sealing the eldritch entities within the abyss. Silence descended upon the mansion, broken only by the labored breaths of the survivors. The once haunted house now stood still, its dark history buried beneath layers of dust and forgotten memories. The family, scared but alive, emerged into the daylight, the weight of the ancient horror lifted from their shoulders. As the Williams family moved away from the accursed mansion, they couldn't shake the feeling that the shadows of the past lingered in the corners of their minds. The scars left by the abyss below ran deep, a chilling reminder that some horrors were better left undisturbed. The house, now abandoned and shunned by the townsfolk, stood as a silent witness to the disturbing true basement horror stories that echoed through the ages.